Oh, hello. I'm Ron Charles. You may know me as the fiction critic for a major American newspaper book section. No, not that one. Or that one. But we know better at the totally hip video book review. You want book criticism that's fast, fun, and incredibly hip. And in just 60 seconds. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all the artists, scientists, and writers who were recently given MacArthur Genius Grants. I'm sure the judges were making the best decisions they could, and besides, when one of us writers gets a little recognition, it really is a feather in all our caps. Ring, damn you, ring! So what if Annette Gordon Reed already has a Pulitzer Prize, and a cushy job at Harvard, and a National Humanities Medal, and a Guggenheim Fellowship, and a National Book Award? I'm sure there are prizes that I've won that she hasn't won. Yet. This week's book is by Pulitzer Prize winner Michael Cunningham. It's a horny novel about the power of beauty to rouse us from ennui. The publisher says By Nightfall is heartbreaking, full of shocks and aftershocks. They even match the book's grim title with his funereal tulip, because you wouldn't want to scare anybody straight with a cover that gives some idea what the book is actually about. Yes, this is another midlife crisis novel, but it's pretty witty and a little outrageous. Besides, for pure elegance, Cunningham is one of the most beautiful stylists alive. He's developed this captivating narrative voice that mingles his own sharp commentary with his character's mock heroic despair. It's an irresistible performance, cerebral and funny, marked by stabbing moments of self-doubt, immediately undercut by theatrical asides and humorous quips. It's a svelte story, with just a touch of actual plot, about an art dealer who's feeling cramped by his own, Peter Harris and his wife have been happily married for 20 years and living in a Soho loft. He owns a small, exclusive gallery, and he glides effortlessly through the insistent, glittery buzz of a Manhattan party or a sprawling mansion on the coast, simultaneously swooning over and deriding these gorgeous temples of consumerism. Cunningham is so good with the trophies that decorate these homes, the works of art that pass through galleries like Peter's, hoping to catch the eye of the right curator or critic who can transform, say, a giant ball of molten metal into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Cunningham moves fluently through this occult world of fortune and taste, demonstrating his appreciation for modern art and his disdain for the lacquer of hucksterism. He can riff brilliantly on the bizarre work of Damien Hirst just as confidently as he can make up his own artists and slot their objects into the cult of beauty, shock, and excess money. We meet Peter when he's quietly mulling over the dissatisfactions of his life, like his nagging worry that he somehow failed his college-age daughter. What gives the novel its real energy is the intrusion of Peter's impossibly seductive, much younger brother-in-law named Ethan. He's a bisexual drug addict who sucked up the family's money and affection for years. He just wants to crash with his sister and Peter until he figures out what he'll do next. Maybe something in the arts. Till then, he'll just tiptoe around the apartment naked and masturbate in his room. I'm sure we've all had relatives like this drop by. Peter reacts with politely repressed disdain, but the young man's beauty quickly overwhelms him, and soon he's fantasizing about touching Ethan's fine-boned prettiness, his slumbering perfection. It seemed to him that angels might look like this. Hi. Hi. How can a happily married man be aroused by another guy? I mean, it's a pretty ridiculous premise. The novel becomes increasingly flamboyant, giving itself over to a lush internal melodrama, the painful gorgeousness of caring that much. It isn't really a gay thing, see, because Peter sees his young brother-in-law as a long-lost work of art, the perfect object that demolishes everything and remakes his world. It's a celebration of beauty that transcends mere sexual desire. Smart? Oh, definitely. Campy? Yeah, occasionally. But only in ways that Michael Cunningham anticipates and acknowledges. Well, that's our show today. Till next time, I'm Ron Charles, your totally hip video book reviewer.